Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Keiaradise. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, join the tribe, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Don't forget about TikTok. So, I'm trying something different. I'm doing a character analysis on the character Cassie. I think her name is Cassie Howard from Euphoria. Now, this channel is typically about like vintage travel and culture, but I feel like it's so necessary, and I really want to get this video out today because the season finale premieres tonight, and who knows how Cassie is going to be react to everything. Like, a lot is going on in that show, and I just started watching it a couple weeks ago, and I identify most with Cassie. And I'm not saying that I've been with someone's boyfriend. No. I've never knowingly been with someone's boyfriend, especially a friend's boyfriend. Typically, me and my friends don't have the same taste. But all in all, I just want to talk about what I call the woes of the hot girl. So, Cassie, I'm guessing she's like 17. She's in high school. She's like a senior or something like that. She's pretty popular. She's beautiful. Like, the first thing when I started watching it, I binge watched it all in one day. I was like, who is she? To me, she's like, she has that it factor. You know, like, Maddie's beautiful too. Kat is gorgeous as well. Lexi. But Cassie, to me, it must be the actress, Sweeney, has an it factor for me. And watching her throughout the series and seeing her struggle with the thing that people probably find most valuable about her, being her looks, I really resonated with that. I mean, like, I'm not trying to brag or anything like that, but I do feel like been told that I'm objectively hot. I'm a hot girl. Even though I was never hot in high school, but as an adult and when I go places, and I'm considered hot. And everyone wants to be hot. Of course, we live in a very vain society, and your looks are, especially for women, are pretty much your currency in a lot of ways. But there is a definite double-edged sword to it, because when you're hot and you crave love, like true romantic love, it can be a deterrence or like counterproductive to finding that. So, like, for example, I don't remember what season, because I told y'all, I watched it in one day. I woke up at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and by 10:30, this was maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, at night, I was done with the whole show in one day. And I can't remember, but it must have been in the earlier season. She has this guy that is seemingly infatuated with her. I'm talking about Cassie. I don't know if they said his name, but he's in the high school. And remember how he goes on the carousel with her after she took Molly, and she has like a climax on the carousel. Oh my god, that was very intense. But anyway, she sees, so he's like into her for a while. He's pursuing her, and I can't remember exactly what happens, but it's at the party, and he says something to her like, do you think I want to talk to you, or do you think I like you? If you think someone will ever like you for anything more than sex, you're stupid. Something like that. He said that. And when that scene happened, I was like, because the same thing has happened to me. I mean, not the exact situation, but in a nutshell, I had a guy that I was like really into, and he did some very shady stuff. And when he came to apologize to me about it, from what I remember, I asked him, well, why did you do that? Why did you feel the need to do that. And he said something on the lines of, because you're hot. And I remember, like, it felt like a bullet, like taking a bullet, because it wasn't because you're beautiful, because you're you, because I liked you. It was because you're hot. Like, how demeaning is that? You know? And everyone wants to be hot. Like, there's nothing wrong with being hot, but there's so much more to hot people than their exterior, you know? Cassie is not just the hot girl. She's got wants and needs and dreams and visions of life and how it should be, and she's got so much love to give. So just seeing her being like belittled like that, it was like, oh my god, like it hit me like and like it's one of those scenes that I think is overlooked, but I really felt like, wow, that's why I identify with Cassie so much. And the other scene, it's in the play. The play said so much about Cassie that I feel like people should sympathize with her, even though, like, we get it, like her being with her best friend's boyfriend, but just like the lady in the hot tub in the mansion told told Maddie, like, she basically said to her, which what I took away from it is like, you're not going to care about any of this stuff in like a couple months, so you shouldn't even really trip on it. Like, that's pretty much what I took away from when they were both in the hot tub, and she was telling, and the woman was telling her that she's done that to someone in high school. So Maddie seems like the type, because like the way she's not really that upset about it, she's missing the friendship more than Nate. And her just, instead of attacking Cassie, being like, I need to know why you did that. Like, she was genuinely hurt by the friendship, which I found that to mean that, like, Maddie is really mature. And she's gonna just, I'm curious to see what she does in the season finale. But I just think that she's more like, I'm concerned about Cassie more than I give about Nate and his blah, blah, blah. You know, you get to that point with the guy where you're just like, I've had enough of you, you know? Like, I don't care what you do. But don't bring my best friend into this, because she doesn't deserve this stuff, because she's hurting too. You know, hurt people, hurting people while they're hurting people. No, but there was another scene in the play where, of course, people cringed at this scene where Cassie and Nate are in the bed and she's telling him what he can do to her. I loved that scene, except them putting Kat in between. I didn't understand the point of putting Kat and her, like, internetness. I didn't get it. I wish they took that out, because it wasn't about Kat. You could have easily but it looked really good with like the music and Cassie like telling him, you know, like, am I everything you dreamed of? Because the thing about Nate is, even though he's got like a complex sexual orientation and he's confused and doesn't really know, what he does know is how to court a woman, how to make a woman feel special. And that is just, you know, common sense for him. Like, I know how to woo a woman, basically. So he has wooed Cassie. He's made Cassie feel like he actually loves her. Does he? He probably loves certain things about her, but I don't think he really loves her. But you know what I mean? So anyway, they're in the bed and she's saying to him, you know, you can do whatever you want to me. Like I'll do whatever you say. And he's like, don't you think that would make people look down on you? And she's like, none of that matters, like, because I'm loved. And I was like, dude, why can't people feel sorry for Cassie? They just see her as this like gorgeous slut. And it's like, it's so much deeper than that. She is longing for someone to give her romantic love. And you put that next to someone who knows how to give that, whether they genuinely feel it or not. Like, remember earlier in the season, last season, earlier in the show, where they show how he courted Maddie, how he would leave flowers for her every day and da-da-da-da-da. Like, that's all the stuff that's a formula, you know? And that's stuff that Cassie longs for. And Nate is willing to give it to her. And she says, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. This is the feeling that I'm going for. So, yeah, there was another scene. Oh, back to the woes of the hot girl. It's like Lexi in her play, a big portion of it talks about how badly she wants to be a Cassie. She wants to be hot. She wants to be completely revered for her physicality, you know? And she says, like, man, all I gotta do is wait 400 more days, 400 however many, 400 more days, and then I can look like her. I can have guys going crazy over me like her, like my sister. But what ends up happening, what I think she says later on in the play, is that they show a short snippet of Cassie on the phone with somebody. Because, you know, I haven't watched it back. I'm sorry. I'm just going off my memory and the top of my head. I'm not going to be including clips in this video or anything like that. It's just going to be me talking. Her on the phone with someone being like, but I'm only thinking about you. Like, you're the only one I want. Like, that person doesn't matter. Basically, like, showing the consequences and the nuances of being this bombshell and how no one takes her seriously. And Lexi, wanting that all of her adolescence until she becomes a teenager, ends up saying, I don't want that. I see my sister crying. I see my sister going out with the dude who apparently bullied her. Did they show him? I don't really remember Cassie and Nate interacting prior to them getting together. I'm not too sure. I missed that. But she says, like, being a hot girl, being a bombshell, it's not worth it. It's just, I don't want to be known for my body like that. And imagine someone like Cassie just being trapped in that, you know, not to say like, because there is such thing as pretty privilege. I'm not over here being like, oh, the poor hot girl. I'm just showing the nuances of it. And the only person that really attempted to care about her and show her that kind of like, I want more from you than just the physical, was McKay. And I guess they broke up because of an abortion, right? Like something like that. Yeah. Okay. So all in all, I am Team Cassie, not because I don't think she's wrong. I just feel like she's the character that I identify most with. And I feel like her and Maddie are gonna come out from this. You know what I mean? And no, I'm not in support of her and Nate. Like, I think Cassie, of course, deserves better, and she will find better. Oh my God. Like, I see Cassie as, like, someone I want to be the lady in the hot tub for Cassie. You know what I mean? I want to be the rich older woman who, like, you know, you babysit for me or something, or you, like, house sit and you're trying on my clothes. Like, oh my God, I want to be like her. And then you just take her under your wing. Like, let me tell you, you're only in high school. Trust me. It's going to get better. I don't know if it's going to get better, actually, because I'm 29 and it ain't got better for me. Not yet. I still got time. You still got time, Cassie, okay? Maddie, too. Maddie gets it, because Maddie was like, I'm on the first thing smoking. Bye. Oh, okay, let me do. I'm on the first thing smoking. See, I was trying to do that without, like, messing it up, but I dropped it. But anyway, okay. So, yeah, I'm going to, I'm really excited for the series season finale. I can probably do quick predictions. I don't know. I don't like predicting, but I think something's going to happen to Ashtray. He might, like, be offed. I hope not. I mean, I really like the dynamic. I love when he was, like, they gave him way more, like, lines and roles in the first season, because he was explaining, like, Bitcoin and all this stuff, and I'm like, whoa, this dude is, like, smart as I don't know what. Like, it's like, that is potential there. This is the issue with, like, the world we live in. You know, we have so many youth that we are just not stimulating enough, because someone like Ashtray could obviously be, like, inventing teleportation or something. But no, he's selling drugs. There's nothing wrong with selling drugs. I mean, there's a lot wrong with it, but like, I think his potential could go somewhere else, but okay. Anyways, Cassie's gonna go full on crazy. That's like why I said I wanted to upload this before the season finale so we can like talk about it. Anyway, so I hope you guys like this video. Tell me something good in the comments. What y'all think is gonna happen in Euphoria? What do you think about what I said about the hot girl and the woes and all that stuff? It reminds me of like Marilyn Monroe and all those type of stories. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.